Welcome to today's deep dive. And I was digging through this Italian design review and watching some DTC cars footage of the new MGGO concept from Goodwood.
Oh, yeah, the Goodwood Festival of Speed Review.
Exactly. And it hit me that automakers aren't just like updating the cheap city commuter anymore. They are completely weaponizing nostalgia to disrupt the entire affordable EV market.
Yeah, they really are.
So today we're exploring how MG's concept is racing toward a 2027 production line with tech that honestly shouldn't even be possible at this price point.
Right, and what's so striking is how they're framing the whole thing.
Mm.
I mean, for decades, entry-level just meant compromise. You bought this sterile appliance just to get from A to B.
Like a box on wheels?
Exactly, just a box. But MG's London Design Center, led by Carl Gotham, they went in the exact opposite direction.
Yeah.
They built this 4-meter urban hatchback.
Which they call a segment B car.
Yeah, segment B. It sits right in that super compact, easy-to-park sweet spot. But they wrapped it in this really aggressive, kind of retrofuturistic shell.
You can instantly spot the DNA of classic British icons in there, like the MGB GT or the Metro Turbo, even the MG ZR.
Oh, definitely. You see it right away.
But it doesn't feel like a cheap retro knockoff, The lines are smooth, the stance is wide on these big wheels. It's almost like, well, think of a modern remaster of a classic vinyl record.
Oh, I like that analogy.
Right. Like, you get all that warm, playful British spirit, but they've stripped out all the crackles and pops.
Yeah, and building on that vinyl analogy, removing those crackles and pops wasn't just, a cosmetic design choice. It required a total structural overhaul underneath.
Because fitting meaningful electric range into a tiny 4-meter footprint is usually a physics nightmare.
It is. To make that sleek retro design work without basically filling the entire passenger cabin with battery cells, they had to completely rethink the chemistry.
Right, because you can't just cram standard lithium-ion batteries into a tiny wheelbase and expect it to perform well.
Exactly. And that brings us to the SolidCore semi-solid state battery. So traditional EV batteries are basically sloshing around with about 20% liquid electrolyte.
Okay.
SolidCore drops that to just 5%.
Wait, just 5%?
Yeah, just 5. They replace the rest with solid materials. And that chemical shift, it completely changes how the car behaves in the real world.
How so?
Well, think about traditional batteries. That liquid electrolyte is highly flammable. And in extreme cold, it thickens up and acts really sluggish.
Like pouring cold honey or something.
Exactly like cold honey. So by stripping out most of that liquid and using the solid conductive material, you're essentially removing the flammable fuel source.
Oh, wow. So that must drastically cut the risk of thermal runaway then.
It does. It basically means the battery is incredibly resistant to overheating or catching fire, which is obviously a massive leap in everyday safety.
Yeah, that's huge.
And it solves the cold weather problem too, because a solid structure doesn't freeze or thicken up. These batteries maintain consistent power and efficiency even in freezing winter conditions.
That is wild.
Plus, the solid chemistry allows for ultra-fast charging. We are talking 0 to 80% in under 20 to 30 minutes. And it significantly increases the overall lifespan of the pack.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me push back for a second here. We see these, miracle batteries teased at every major auto show.
Oh, sure.
And usually they just turn out to be total vaporware, right? Just a hyped-up lab experiment that never makes it to a real dealership. Why should we believe MG is actually putting this in a consumer car by 2027?
Well, that's a completely fair skepticism. The auto industry is pretty notorious for overpromising. But what separates the MGGO is the industrial strategy backing it up.
Meaning what, exactly?
Meaning MG isn't pitching this as some million-dollar hypercar exclusive. They're aggressively targeting a mass-market entry price of under 25,000 euros.
Under 25,000. For semi-solid tech, are they actually building the infrastructure for this or just hoping the supply chain somehow catches up?
No, they are actually building it. In fact, MG just opened a brand new engineering center in Germany.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Its specific mission is taking this scalable SolidCore technology and industrializing it for European roads and tastes. They're actively putting the pipeline in place to mass produce this.
Wow. So we aren't just looking at a stylish concept car here.
Not at all.
We're looking at a real blueprint for a high-tech daily driver that shatters the whole boring urban appliance idea. You get the peace of mind of fire-resistant batteries, zero stress on freezing mornings, and a design that actually turns heads, all for under 25,000 euros.
It really forces the entire industry to rethink what an entry-level car can and should be.
Absolutely. Well, to everyone listening, thank you so much for your time and attention today. We never take it for granted. And if you enjoyed today's journey, we warmly invite you to buy a coffee for the host who led this deep dive. It really helps us out.
Definitely. And as you go about your day, leave some room to ponder this one thing.
What's that?
Well, if an entry-level sub-25,000 euro city car is about to offer ultra-safe, fast-charging, semi-solid batteries, what innovations will luxury EV brands even have left to justify their massive premium price tags?